Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome back to my channel, my lovelies. If you've never been here before, thank you so much for clicking on my video. I am so happy you found me. I do so hope that if you enjoy the content, you will mash that thumbs up button. I hope that you will subscribe if you have not already, and I hope that you will ring my bell, turn on your notifications, so that way, next time I upload a video, you can come right back here and we can hang out together. Y'all, today it is once again that time of the month. Dun, 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 dun. BoxyCharm is here once again. Lots of stuff to go over. This month's box is actually a pretty good one, so I am super stoked about it. Guys, before we get started, I of course do have my makeup done already. I did make sure to do a TikTok on today's look if you are interested. This eye look turned out so beautifully. I used the Colored Rain Secret Garden palette. Colored Rain had a really spectacular sale going on. They are a Black owned, independently owned, operated brand. They're fantastic. Their color stories are just so beautiful and so unique. The actual formulas inside these palettes are just, oh, they're so good. I had the best time playing with this eyeshadow palette. I picked this up for $7. Usually it goes for a lot more than that. So $7 for this palette is an absolute steal. I feel like a thief. But in the best way imaginable. It is so good. I definitely recommend you guys going and checking out that brand in particular. They're so fantastic. We're gonna do an unboxing of this stuff a little bit later on this week, but so be on the lookout for that one. But so good. So yeah, I did do a TikTok on today's eye look. It is absolutely everything. It is giving me fall. It is giving me roasty, toasty, rusty goodness. Oh, and then I paired it with one of my new favorite liquid lipsticks. This is the Milani Stay Put Liquid Lip, but this is in the shade We Stand, and it is the most gorgeous, like orangey, rusty, oh, yummy goodness. So nice. But yeah, the tags for all of my other socials will be in the description box below, along with everything we're going to talk about in today's video. Guys, if you're not following me on all my other socials, you definitely should go do that. I post fun content literally every single day, and if you're following me everywhere, you don't have to worry about missing a single moment of it. Let's go ahead and dive right in to this month's box. A little bit about BoxyCharm just before we get started, just in case you don't know what BoxyCharm is. It is a makeup subscription box that gets delivered to you once a month. It includes 5 full-sized products, usually a mix of makeup, skincare, and sometimes makeup tools. Usually it is incredibly skincare heavy, so much so that I have been contemplating canceling my subscription. However, this month we got a lot of really awesome makeup choices, so I'm very excited to share all of them with you. So the way that it works is they pick your first 2 products. You then get the chance to pick your last 3. After you have picked all 5 of the products for your box, you then get the option to add on to it. And the add-ons are shipped out in your BoxyCharm at the same time, so everything arrives in one package. They have a couple of different categories for the add-ons. They have the $3.50 add-on category, which is full of deluxe size minis. They then have the $12 category. Those are full-size products. They have an $18 category, full-size products as well. And then there's the $25 category. And that's going to have your hair tools and bundles, things like that. Now, the add-on section is my favorite part of the whole process. I really feel like the add-ons are where you get your value from, because you get first pick. So the new products that come in to BoxyCharm are put on the add-on list first, and then after that, after everyone picks their box, they then go into the BoxyCharm drop shop. Now, once they hit the BoxyCharm drop shop, they get picked over really fast. So when they're in the add-on portion, that's when you have access to the best like tones, especially if there's a foundation or a concealer, something like that. A lot of times the most common skin tones, things like that, will sell out really quickly. And then when they go to the drop shop, you're like, oh, this looks really awesome, but of course they don't have your skin tone. So The add-on portion is always my favorite. I try to be very, very picky about what I add onto my box, because there's usually a lot of pretty good stuff, and of course it does add, it makes your BoxyCharm more expensive. So, and they do bill you for that at the same time that they bill you for the original BoxyCharm. So let's go ahead and dive into the products this month. We're going to start with the 2 products that they picked for me, and then we'll get into my choices, and then we'll go into the add-ons. The first thing that BoxyCharm picked for me this month is this thing right here. I love when we get Glow Recipe products. Glow Recipe is a super trendy brand. It is basically food-themed skincare. It is so nice. A lot, like 9 times out of 10, when I get something from Glow Recipe, I just really, really enjoy it. I think they work. I think the quality of the ingredients is really nice. They're just, I can see visible results. I just enjoy this brand very, very much. Also, I am very big into masking and things like that. So when I saw this, I was like, oh yes, yes please. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow AHA Night Treatment. Now this line, the Watermelon Glow line, is probably one of their most popular. It just really is about hydration. It's about glow. It's about plump, youthful looking skin. And especially when you're a dried up, dusty old mummy like me, I am all for it. It says I had to go and look up the descriptions for each product, because they don't send you that little info card anymore, which is kind of a pain in the butt. But it says, searching for the secret to glowing skin? Easy. It's this supercharged overnight resurfacing mask that gently exfoliates, hydrates, and helps visibly brighten the appearance of your skin. Formulated with a pH-balanced alpha hydroxy acid complex of 2.5%, it exfoliates while helping to support your barrier for smoother, firmer looking skin. Plus, with a goodness of hyaluronic acid, it intensely hydrates layer by layer for that plump, bouncy skin look. MSRP is for $40. Glow Recipe is a fairly expensive brand. They are sold at Sephora, if that tells you anything. But y'all, their products are so stinking cute. I just cannot even. Look at this. Look at this really gorgeous pink glass jar. It is absolutely everything. Products like this just make you want to use them. And I'm all about affordable drugstore skincare and makeup. I think I firmly believe that drugstore skincare is just as good as this high-end stuff most of the time. But y'all, unfortunately, drugstore skincare does not have packaging like this. This is such a gorgeous, super heavy glass jar. I freaking love that it's pink. Most of the products in the Watermelon Glow line are this really gorgeous pink color. So super pretty. I cannot wait to use this. It is a mask, so it's going to be one of those things that you slather on your face at night and then wash off in the morning. I'm excited that this is exfoliating. I'm excited that it has, AHAs in it. I'm excited that it has hyaluronic acid. Like, just everything about this product sounds fantastic to me. So I absolutely cannot wait. I cannot wait to play with it. I'm not going to open it because, y'all, I say it in every single video. The minute you pop the top, the timer starts, and I'm not ready to start this timer yet, but trust and believe, I am so excited. So yeah, I love this product. I love that pick. The next thing they picked for me was the Wander Beauty. This is the Wander Beauty Riviera Blush and Bronzer Palette. And Wander Beauty is another very expensive brand. They're fairly high-end. A lot of their, I've only tried a couple of products from them, a couple of their eyeshadow palettes, and then I also got a cream cheek stick that I adore. Super nice. I find that their formulas are always like silky smooth and buttery soft and just really pretty. However, it is a very neutral, very natural kind of brand. It very much focuses on very light kind of washes of color. It doesn't really, it's not to my taste for the most part. However, I can see why this would appeal to so many people, because a lot of people don't wear makeup like I do, and this is very much everyday, easy, wearable makeup. So I appreciate it for that. So this says, it says the Wander Beauty Riviera Blush and Bronzer Palette. Turn up the coastal vibes with this Ipsy exclusive blush and bronzer palette. This limited edition palette features 4 expertly curated shades that will instantly add warmth and dimension to your makeup look. With a range of blush and bronzer colors, you can achieve that sun-kissed glow and beachy radiance all year round. Says this values at $38. Again, pretty pricey, but the packaging is super nice. I think we're having a little bit of a theme here because this too is that really beautiful soft pink color I adore. Packaging on the Wander products is always really nice. It's a thick, sturdy, heavyweight cardboard packaging, which I prefer and enjoy. You get a cute little mirror in here, and then these are your 4 colors. Overall, my first impression is everything in here looks really, really light. Almost even a little bit light for my complexion, and I'm pretty pasty. So I feel like if you were any darker than me, this might not be, this might not do much of anything for you. So there is a little bit of a warning sign for me there. However, the colors do look really pretty. It is a very warm palette. Like, these are not bronzer colors at all. They're definitely going to go on and bring warmth to the face. So you get 2 blushes and then 2 bronzers. So it seems like you have a lighter bronzer and a deeper one. I don't think... Let's swatch. I don't think either one of these are particularly deep at all. Also, maybe they swatch a little bit deeper than they look in the pan. I probably would gravitate more towards the deeper one because that light one, it looks to be even just a little bit light for me. However, I really do like to go in with the bronzer and contour and really chisel my face. So the average makeup wearer might really, really like this one, especially if you're fair. I think both of these feel really nice. Like, the actual feeling of the powder is super thin and silky smooth. It is incredibly lightweight as well. So I feel like this is going to go on and blend out like absolute butter, and it does. Yeah, super, super nice. These are going to be completely and totally effortless to use. Oh yeah, oh yeah, those are really, really nice. So I'm excited to play with this. The blushes I'm a little bit excited for. This one I don't think is gonna show up for, I don't think that's gonna do much of anything on my skin tone. Yeah, that's basically my skin color. So that's super light, like that's not gonna show up at all. But the pink one looks really pretty. It too blends out to pretty much nothing. But let's see if it's a little bit more buildable. Yeah, it's nice and buildable. Okay, and there's a really nice kind of luminosity there. They're not matte by any means. There's a slight kind of pearlescence to them that I feel like is going to bring a really healthy glow to the cheeks. Yeah. So I'm not super excited about this, but I do think it is a really nice product, just depending on what your makeup preferences are. My preferences aside, this is a really beautiful, beautiful blush bronzer kind of face palette. I think if you got this in your box, you'd be pretty excited about it, as long as you're like ghostly white. Because if you're any deeper than me, this probably isn't going to do much for you. And that makes me kind of sad, because I know it's not just like pasty people that get, BoxyCharms. So there's that. Overall, a good pick. I'm glad at least that there's a little bit of makeup going on in this month's box, and we're not just getting a bunch of super old kind of skincare. Next up, we have the Volition Beaute Chocolate Macadamia Hydrating Face Mask. So this is skincare product number 2, but I'm so excited about this. I am so excited about this. So I really don't know too awful much about Volition Beaute. But y'all, chocolate macadamia? Like, baby girl, let's get this on my face. I'm hoping that this smells exactly the way that I want it to smell. I adore scented makeup and scented skincare. I know that there are people out there that really do not like scented products. So, it's understandable. However, when I saw this as one of my choices, I was like, yes, 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 yes. I love a good masking moment. It says this is supposed to be beautifully hydrating, so I'm all for it. What does it say about the actual mask? Let's go over here to my notepad. It says, Volition Beaute Chocolate Macadamia Hydrating Mask. This decadent face mask is the ultimate sweet treat to end your night. It combines the goodness of antioxidant-rich cocoa extract and nourishing macadamia oil to help replenish lost moisture and smooth uneven skin texture, which we love. Ingredients like hyaluronic acid, vegan collagen, I love, and niacinamide also work together to help improve firmness, control excess oil, and calm redness. MSRPs for $45. This sounds like a dream come true. especially to me. Now, I don't really deal with excess oils, quite the opposite. In fact, however, y'all, I'm freaking stoked about this. I love a good mask, and you know, as much as I enjoy a good sheet mask, I just feel like I'm always up, I'm always walking around, working, doing something, and I don't very often have the time to just sit there and lay back and have a sheet mask on my skin. So I really prefer paint on masks like this one. I can just put on my face, put my hair up in a bun out of the way, and I could just keep it on until I remember to wash it off. This sounds really, really nice. It says apply evenly to clean, dry, damp skin, clean, dry, or damp skin. Leave on for 15 to 20 minutes. Rinse thoroughly with water. Okay, yeah, I am super excited. What really matters is if this smells good. That's all I care about. That is all I care about. Does this smell good? Does this smell like a cookie? I want it to smell like a chocolate chip macadamia nut cookie. I want it to be just like, ooh, it's brown. So it's brown. It feels really nice. Oh, okay. So there's a slight cocoa nutty kind of scent there. It does smell nice, but it's very, very faint. So that's what it looks like. Definitely can tell there's cocoa extract in there. It does feel really nice though. It feels super lightweight and thin. It actually absorbs into the skin really, really quickly. Yeah. So not a big scent there, but really, really nice. So that's it, and it's fully absorbed into my skin now. Yeah, okay. I'm excited. It doesn't smell as good as I wish that it would have smelled. However, if you picked this mask and are not super into highly scented skincare, maybe you're going to absolutely adore it. I am excited to play with it though. It says this uniquely gentle and intensely hydrating formula smells delicious upon application and immediately gets to work replenishing lost moisture and smoothing uneven skin texture while delivering a plumping and firming effect. Okay, I'm excited about you. A little wear on the smell. It's not as strong as I was hoping it would be. However, to be determined on if this really goes on and like plumps and hydrates and all that good yummy stuff that we wanted to do, but still not upset about it. Good pick. $45 is a little bit expensive. You get 2 full fluid ounces of product in here. I guess pretty good amount for a mask, but we'll see. The next up, we have the Ace Beaute 4-piece eye brush set. Now, this I picked because I am a brush slore. I love a good makeup tool. I am addicted. I'm addicted. I say it all the time. I'm just addicted to makeup in general, but when it comes to my brush collection, I'm just a little bit anal about it. I love makeup brushes. I feel like a good brush can take a bad palette and make it amazing. Like, as long as the tools you're working with are good, baby, your makeup is gonna look good no matter what you use, right? For the most part. And I don't think that tools have to be expensive to be amazing. One of my very, very favorite makeup brush sets on the entire planet, I get off of Amazon, and it's from Color, and I think they're fantastic. Also, another Amazon makeup brush brand that is Jessup. They have some of the best quality brushes I have ever used, and their sets go from anywhere from like $10 to like $30, right? So really, really affordable. This is from Ace Beaute, and if you've been on my channel before, you will know Ace Beaute is one of my very favorite brands. I think they can basically do no wrong in my eyes. I just think they're so fantastic. Their formulas are always so nice. They're pigmented. They're easy to use. Anyway, so when I saw this brush set, I was like, oh, yes, please. We're doing that in my basket. And then I realized they're freaking orange. Orange, oh, you guys, I just have such a love affair with orange. Orange lipstick, orange blush, orange eyeshadow, orange everything. I love the color orange. It is my very, very favorite color. That and coral. And it just makes me happy. And I don't have any orange makeup brushes in my collection. So I was like, yes, please. What does it have to say about the Ace Beaute 4-piece eye brush set? Says, trying to achieve pro-level eye looks, you need this carefully curated collection of 4 sleek and essential brushes. The cruelty-free synthetic bristles are not only gentle on the skin, but also versatile enough to handle powders, creams, and liquids with ease. MSRP's for $26. So that's really expensive for a set of 4 brushes. Especially, like I said, when I can get my Amazon brushes in like sets of 15 to 18 for like half that price. However, it's to be expected. Ace Beaute it's also a black owned, independently operated business, so we love that. But their quality is just fantastic, and even just like holding them in my hand without taking them out of the plastic, I can feel how heavy and solid they feel, which is really, really nice. Taking it out of the plastic, y'all, these just are so freaking nice. So you have the Ace Beaute logo on there. I love the furl. I love this kind of bright orange color. I love, not the furl, but the handle. And then the actual furl is this really gorgeous gold kind of hardware. Love that. You get white bristles. The bristles feel nice and soft. I actually really enjoy the shapes in this collection as well. So you get a pencil brush, you get an eyeshadow packing brush, you get this is more of like an eyeshadow fluffy brush, and then you get a round fluffy blender. So all four of these shapes are super, super useful. I love that there's not a flat packing brush, and I love that there isn't a eyeliner brush in here, or like an angled eyebrow brush. I feel like in 99% of the sets that brands release, there is always an eyeliner brush, and there's always an angled like eyeliner or brow brush. And I feel like at this point, all of us have at least 100 angled eyebrow brushes in our collections, and baby, we just don't need any more. But shapes like this, where which we use every single time we do our makeup, these we just can't have enough of. So I love the shapes. I love the way that they look. I love the way that they feel. I think the length is really nice as well. I definitely prefer a longer eyeshadow brush as opposed to a shorter one. I just think all in all, the set is really, really fabulous. But yeah, I really, really like these. I think they're super nice. If you pick these, you're definitely not going to be disappointed with them. They feel super, super soft. Yeah, and they're not like super floppy. This big eyeshadow fluffy blender, oftentimes the cheaper ones are going to be so floppy that they're just going to kind of like flop on your eye and not really move the product. But this has a really nice density to it. So yeah, I'm super excited about these. Yeah, these are awesome. Love, love, love. Next up, we have the TYS Treat Yourself Cheek Treat, this thing right here. So it is a liquid blush, basically. I have mine in the shade Drip. Let's see what she looks like. Ooh, that's really nice. So I really like the packaging. How much product do you get in here? 0.14 fluid ounces, so 4 mils of product, which is a good amount of product for a liquid blush. What does it say about this? So the TYS Beauty Cheek Treat Liquid Blush says, your cheeks deserve a juicy treat. This weightless and long-lasting blush will give you that soft flush of cool pink color with a dewy finish that lasts all day. The liquid formula is super buildable and can be easily blended and built up to your desired intensity. MSRP is for $22. So $22 is fairly standard for a higher end blush. I'm going to go ahead and assume that this is a higher end brand, though I've never heard of Treat Yourself Beauty before. I am intrigued. I really, really like the packaging. You've got a frosted clear glass bottle with a pearlescent, almost holographic top to it. Looks really nice. The color seems to be something I would totally be into. Doesn't really smell like anything. I don't know how pigmented it's going to be, so we'll do just a little bit on the back of my hand like that. Let's blend it out and see how far it goes. Oh, that's pretty. That is pretty. If there's a lot more pigmentation there than I was expecting. It says it's a buildable formula, so I was expecting it to be pretty sheer. And while it is sheer, it is beautifully pigmented. This is one of those products that's going to be super easy to use. There definitely is a dewy finish there. The back of my hand has a really gorgeous kind of like juicy kind of finish to it. I don't know if the shine is picking up, but that's really pretty. I love that color. I'd say it's more of like a soft kind of peachy pink kind of color. It's not really bubblegum. There's a lot of like warmth there, like warmth to it. Wouldn't say it's a super cool pink tone at all, but it is so, so pretty. The texture of it feels very, very thin. It almost feels like an oil, which has me wondering how it's going to play on top of makeup, just because it does have such an oily kind of texture. But we can go ahead and we can check that out right now, because I have makeup on, but I haven't really set with powder yet. So we're going to do just a couple of taps. I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. angled blush brush. We'll just blend out, see what it looks like. I love this color. It's more of like a peachy, warm-toned kind of coral, or a pinky coral kind of color. That looks really pretty. That is stunning. You guys see the kind of like glossy finish that's on my cheek? Does it feel sticky? It doesn't feel sticky. Let's see if it messed with my foundation. It did not. Y'all, that looks spectacular. That is really nice. I am super excited about that. I hope that this goes to the drop shop and that they have other colors. TYS Beauty. I'm definitely going to have to check that out. This is really nice. I love the color. I love the finish. Look at that sheen. That was not there just a minute ago. And that looks so nice and natural. That's really, really pretty. This has just bumped up to be my favorite product I have received so far. So yeah, out of my original, those were all 5 of my original products in my box, the 5 that came in my BoxyCharm. I am very, very happy with everything. I would say the products that I'm the most excited about are definitely going to be this liquid blush. I love my brushes, and then I'm also really excited about the Glow Recipe Overnight Mask. However, the other mask and the Wander Blush Palette are really beautiful as well. So I think that we got a great mix of products in this month's box. We got 2 skincare items, we got 2 makeup items, and then we got a set of tools. I think that's freaking fantastic. That is just about as good as BoxyCharm gets. This month is just super, super amazing. So in total, with all 5 of my original products, my total value for my BoxyCharm this month was, let's see how much it was. So all 5 of my original BoxyCharm products add up to a total of $171, which is a really great value considering I only paid $30 for it. So yeah, overall, all in all, I am incredibly happy with everything I received in this month's box. I have a couple of add-ons we're going to go over, and then I will release you. But yeah, if you just got this month's base box, it's so good. I would love to know what you guys received in your boxes. Did you get different choices or make different choices than I did? I'd love to know. We're going to dive into the add-ons now, though, because I'm super excited about the add-ons as well. I chose 3 add-ons for my box this month. 2 of them are palettes. 1 of them is a concealer. I want to start with the concealer. I picked this up. This is the KVD Good Apple Full Coverage Lightweight Serum Concealer. I am very excited about this. I just recently tried the Good Apple Balm Foundation, and honestly, I detest it. It is legitimately the worst foundation I have ever put onto my skin, and that seems to be the general consensus when it comes to that product. But they just recently released the Good Apple Serum Foundation, and everybody that disliked the balm really loved the serum. So when I saw this as a choice for an add-on this month, I was like, oh yeah, we're doing it. I do have another KVD concealer that I genuinely adore. It is the KVD Lock-It Concealer. Unfortunately, this is no longer being manufactured. I came across this at my local Burke's and picked it up. I have this one in the shade Light Neutral 1. It is super light, super brightening, and incredibly full coverage. However, I find it to be quite a bit drying on my under eyes, so usually I mix it with something that's a little bit more hydrating, and ends up looking beautiful on my under eyes. Is actually what I'm wearing today. So when I saw this concealer, I was like, yes, please, get it in my basket. Now, the shade choices for this concealer were actually pretty good, considering you don't have the entire shade range to pick from. They had a couple of good light, medium, and deep options, so I was able to find a shade that would work for me. I got the shade Light 103. I'm excited. It's got a nice cool undertone to it. Cannot wait to play with this. So the actual description of this product is our iconic Good Apple Foundation is now a concealer. We took that same lightweight, full coverage you lost your minds over and put it into an extreme longwear concealing for under eyes and beyond. Get skin like a juicy apple, smooth on the outside but hydrated on the inside. Seamlessly stretches over skin for crease-resistant coverage and a brighter look. blends in easily to cover blemishes and dark circles. MSRP's for $30. Now, KVD is a pretty pricey brand. However, 9 times out of 10 when I try something from this brand, I fall in love with it like, oh, instantly. I just love everything from the aesthetic to the formulas. I just think they're really, really awesome. I am super excited to play with this. I cannot wait to see what it's all about. I love the applicator on this. It is a super teeny tiny triangular doe foot applicator. Very excited. Let's see what the actual coverage looks like. The tone looks really nice for me as well. It's not yellow. There's definitely a more neutral kind of pinky undertone there. Let's see what the actual coverage looks like. It does feel nice and lightweight. Okay, so I don't know how hydrating this is going to be because it just dried down really quickly, but it does look like it's got a really great amount of coverage to it. It does set down fully, so that means I'm not going to have to like powder it, things like that. It does make me worry just a little bit that it's going to be a little bit dry on my under eyes because it does set down on its own so quickly. But it also says it's crease proof, so I am super excited about that. I have quite a few fine lines and things on my under eyes, and creasing is a definite problem for me. So yeah, very, very excited about that. All of my add-ons were $12 this month, so $12 for this as opposed to the $30 that it goes for originally. I think is a pretty decent price cut, so I'm very, very happy about it. Next up, I picked up an OFRA face palette, and OFRA, I love this brand. Again, super expensive brand, definitely outside of my price range, so not something I get to experiment or play with for very, very often. But usually when these little palettes come up on the BoxyCharm drop shop, I jump on them because they're just really nice. You get a really great mix of products in here for a pretty affordable price, especially when they're discounted. But this one is the Miami Mini Mix Face Palette. Now, I do have a different one of the Mini Mix Face Palettes. I'm not sure which one it is. I'll pop it up on the screen. But it's got bronzers, highlighters, and blushes in there. I think it's got a few like eyeshadows in it as well. This one is just straight up blushes and bronzers. I am super stoked about this, and the entire reason that I picked this palette up was this purple blush right here. Guys, you know how I feel about a good purple blush. I can't get over it. Purple and orange blushes are like my life's blood. I am always constantly on the lookout for a good like purple blush. This just looks so beautiful. So you get 2 blushes, 2 highlights, and 2 bronzers in here. Now, I will say the bronzers look like they're going to be too deep for me, which is a little bit sad. I think that this palette is geared more towards a much deeper skin tone than my own. However, the thing that I like about the OFRA formula is it's pigmented, but it's super buildable and also really easy to sheer out. So even though So this is the lighter one, this is the deeper one. That deeper one is definitely going to be too dark for me, but this one I think I can definitely make work for my skin tone. And even that deeper one I could use as a contour. Yeah, because I just swatched that deeper one and just blended it out, and it does have that really beautiful kind of neutral leaning cool undertone to it. So I could definitely make that work as a contour if I used a really, really light hand. But this lighter bronzer just looks really nice. It's definitely warmer than the deeper one, but still a really beautiful tone. Not too orange, not too red. I'm excited. I'm excited about both of these tones. Then when it comes to the highlights, OFRA is definitely known for their highlights. I think their highlights are just absolutely incredible. You get a deeper highlight and a lighter highlight. So this is the deeper one. This is the lighter one. Let's do a little bit of a swatcheroo. So there is the lighter one and there is the deeper one. I think they're both really, really gorgeous. That deeper one is definitely going to leave a cast on my skin, so I might not get the most use out of it on my cheeks. But as an inner corner, outer corner kind of highlight situation, I think I could definitely make it work. Let's put a little bit just on the inner corner. Oh yeah. Super, super pretty. I adore the OFRA highlight formula. It is super smooth and buttery. It never enhances texture. Things like that. I'm going to use a little bit of the lighter one. Put it right here. see if we can. Oh, yeah. It's just stupidly beautiful. I love the way that it just goes on, and it just gives you almost that wet looking shine without enhancing texture, without making it look heavy. It's never glittery or anything like that. It's just a really beautiful, wet looking, smooth kind of highlight. I am here. I am here for the glow. Love it so much. And then we have two different blush tones. So this one is definitely more of like a terracotta rusty kind of color, and this one is a straight up gorgeous kind of lilac-y purple and rust. Those two shades are both really beautiful. Gonna get a ton of use out of this one, especially in the coming season, winter and fall. Got such a perfect fall colored blush. And then purple, I would wear all day, every day. I would paint myself in this color purple. I'm very excited about this. For $12, I think this is an absolute steal. I am very excited about it. OFRA just, I think, knows what they're doing. As for the description of this palette, it says, Miami, the heat and all the vibes will forever be in your corazon in our all-new full-face palette. Featuring highlighters, Magic City, and Ocean Drive in our famous liquid to baked formula, and super pigmented bronzers and blushers. This palette was inspired by the Art Deco and neons that fill Miami with color. Ready to make a splash? Bring along this super compact and refillable palette to pop cheeks and make ice melting looks. MSRPs for $42. Like I said, OFRA's expensive. $42 for this palette at full price. I could never pay, but for $12, babe, that's like what, $2 a shade, because there's 6 shades in here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's $2 a shade, baby. I cannot get over it. This is fantastic. This is probably my favorite add-on that I purchased this month. I am so excited about every shade in this palette. I cannot get over it. And then, last but not least, I picked up an Oconic London palette. Now, I adore Oconic London. I think that their formulas they feel exquisite. I mean, they just are so smooth and so buttery and just so beautifying on the face. I cannot even. I have the Oconic London Desk to Dance eyeshadow palette, and as much as I like that palette, I don't get as much use out of it as I thought that I would. But when I saw this one, I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be an all day, everyday kind of palette for me, for sure. Really gorgeous. I mean, it's going to get hand printy and all like that really easily, but this is so, it's just a really pretty mirrored gold kind of packaging. The packaging itself is super heavy duty kind of weighted cardboard packaging. You guys already know that I love that. Open it up, you get a full-size mirror, which is fantastic. I love that you can fold it in half, so it's super easy to use. And then you open it up, and this is your color story. And baby, this is the perfect all day, every day, super glam kind of eyeshadow palette. The colors in here are just absolutely stunning. It is a high-end brand, so I think when it comes to the color story, it's very well thought out. So you have everything in here from super light white transition shades, not transition, but matte kind of like brightener shades. But then you also have this black in here to really deepen up the outer corner or to do some liner with. You have a great mix of mattes and shimmers. And as much as I love the mattes from this formula because they're so pigmented and so creamy, they genuinely feel like a cream eyeshadow. They're so creamy, but they just go on and they blend out. Like, look how pigmented that is. They go on and they blend out absolutely effortlessly. But the shimmers in here are really, like, they're not even shimmers, they're metallics. But they shine and they're so reflective, but they're so, like, beautifying on the eyelid. They never enhance texture. There's no micro glitters in here. There's no chunkiness in here. It is just buttery smooth, like, just metallic reflective goodness. I adore their metallic shades. Look at that. It's so beautiful and so highly reflective, but it never ever goes on. It never looks chunky. It never looks glittery. It just goes on and is super smooth and reflective without enhancing anything that you don't want enhanced. They're just absolutely beautiful. I think the tones in here are gorgeous. I wouldn't say that it's a cool tone, but it's not super warm either. If anything, it does lean a little bit on the warmer end of the spectrum. But for the most part, I think this is a pretty neutrals palette. It is so, so pretty. Yeah, I'm really excited about this. We're definitely going to have to do a tutorial with this palette here in the next few days. This is just, it just screams timeless elegance to me. This is sexy and it's smoky, and I just feel like it would be absolutely effortless to do an eye look with this. I cannot wait to use it. Babes, that is it for this month's BoxyCharm unboxing. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that it was helpful to you in some small way. All in all, I am super stoked about this month's box. I think the options that we were given and the choices, things like that, everything was really fantastic. There was literally only 2 things of skincare in this month's box, which makes me so, so very happy. Lots of really great makeup choices. I love that we got some tools in this month's box as well. All in all, I'm going to go ahead and say this is the best box we've gotten in at least 3 or 4 months. Absolute perfection. Perfection when it comes to a BoxyCharm makeup box, and especially for this to be the base box. I'm over the moon. Absolutely over the moon with this month's box. Guys, I love you so, so very much. As always, no filters, no fancy lighting. It is just me sitting in front of my camera, unboxing my BoxyCharm, hoping you guys are enjoying what I'm doing. If you did enjoy today's video, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up before you leave. Please consider subscribing as well. And until next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, and remember, you're important. Bye.